In this video, I'm going to demonstrate some oil pastel techniques. Oil pastels are normally round and really greasy feeling. They're like a really messy crayon, and if you use them correctly, they almost look like paint. So I think for this one, I'm gonna draw maybe an apple sitting still on a table, so we would call that a still life. And I'm using my pencil, drawing soft, and maybe there's some grapes sitting next to it. So I might draw a little cluster of grapes where my picture has overlapped. Even the grapes have overlapped. I'll add a little stem right there. Okay, and there's my table. So they're grounded. So here are my oil pastels. I want you to see how they're divided by color. Because they're greasy and oily, when oil pastels touch other oil pastels, they get very dirty. You can see in some of these that are from last year, they've gotten dirty from just being next to other colors. So if you find oil pastels that have other colors on them, I just take a paper towel and just wipe off the side. They're kind of fragile, so they might break. There, and now my oil pastel is fairly clean. As you use the oil pastels, please put the browns on this side, and then it goes in rainbow order from blues to greens to yellows to orange to red to purple. We've got white, black, and pink up at the top. So I actually don't need this blue. I'm going to start with my red color. I might need to peel some paper off. That's fine. Oops. I'll put this extra bit back in there, and I'm going to push kind of hard with my oil pastels. If you don't push hard with the oil pastels, they have this strange, like almost crayon look, and it's not a very nice look. So I'm kind of drawing with lines. Think of it like you're painting with your oil pastel. Now my apple is curved, so I'm kind of drawing curved lines. And when I get to my grapes, I'm going to go around their curved lines. Be careful as you put your hands on top of the oil pastels. It might smear. It might get on your fingertips. Oil pastels are really fun for mixing colors. They are not good for drawing small, tiny things with details. As you can tell, that's a pretty fat oil pastel. So I've got my red layered on. Sometimes apples have some orange color in them. So on top of my red, I'm gonna add some orange to fill in some of that white spot. They might even have some pink in them. And I'm going to start thinking of where I want the light part of my apple to be. One side will have more light and one side will have more darkness. I normally go for the left side of my apple having more light. I don't know why. That's just what I do. And the right side will have the shadow. Okay, so I've got my apple. Maybe I'll add a little bit of yellow. So as I build up more color, the more the colors start to blend. If I don't like it, I can even go back with some more red and add on top. So I'm not blending the color with my fingers, I'm blending the color with more oil pastel. Okay, so on this side of my apple, I'm going to use this peach color to show that it's lighter. And on this side of my apple, I think I'll use some of this brown to show a little bit of a shadow. Ew, this brown's kind of chunky, so I'm going to wipe it off some. There we go. So I'm drawing just a little bit of a shadow next to where those grapes are. Sometimes you could even use the opposite color of what you colored with. So the opposite of red on the color wheel is green. So I could put some green in and that will mix to make a shadow. And if I decided I have too much shadow, I can always add some more red. So my shadow kind of curves around the side. And I can see some lines. I like that. Might have a little bit of shadow down here. Maybe I go back with a little bit more red to smooth it out. Okay, I am almost done with my apple. I'm gonna add some green on there and mix in some yellow. You can see that the colors blend when I color on top. And I'm trying to put all my colors back correctly. Then I'll add that brown stem. But I don't like it just plain brown, so I might go in with like that peach color and put a little bit on the side. All right, so there's my apple. I'm gonna leave my grapes here so that you can practice on your own trying to mix colors. You can draw an apple if you want, or you can draw something else. But remember, oil pastels work best when you layer colors.